Blink Money Pharmaceuticals. Part 2, I be the Kid Big Mike. You know this fucking voice, man. Peasy and Blink Money on this. Name of the joint right here is called Fucked Up. Rule of Caesar. Shout out to everybody overseas supporting the movement. Jamaica, Africa, Europe, Japan. Where you from?
Get fucked up. Off of the loudest, you got it, then we get it poppin'. I'm sipping, I'm tripping, and everyone know it, cause just ain't no stopping. I got it, you want it, just hit me with money and not give you profit. I'm balling, you hating, I love it, so I'ma just keep like crying. Give me that dro, roll another one, then pass me some more. Everybody finna get high off the phone. I'm the get high rapper, you already know. White boy blowing that white girl, smoking that white Chris when I turn up in this thing. VIP with some big booty bitches and the whole thing came out of brother and anything. I got a dime piece with a fat time piece, now I know you wish that you had it. I got a full bottle poured on any model that only just cause I had it. I got a lot of haters and they gon' talk, but what good is talk if you can't walk? I wanna get fucked up, codeine in my cup. Got a bag of strong, man, I'm finna burn it up. I wanna get fucked up, bottle sparkling up. Got these bitches poppin', man, finna turn it up. I wanna get fucked up, codeine in my cup. Got a bag of strong, man, I'm finna burn it up. I wanna get fucked up, bottle sparkling up. Got these bitches poppin', man, I'm finna turn it up. I wanna get fucked up.
Them papers, smoking on them papers. Any no chase, a middle finger to the haters. To the haters, fingers to the haters. I ain't got no neighbors, nigga, don't do me no favor. Getting it, no days off, working hard till the pay off. Jump ball, no face off. Wish nigga was to say something or do me something, try to do me something. Flagging on beat, tell niggas front. Dick riding homers ain't about nothing. Dick riding homers out here frontin'. Work hard, play harder, go harder, wait smarter. Modern day, rock hood off up, make a offer. I bet the buster, rock bro, get a photo low. Son of a high over, head below. You ain't smelling shit, that's DJ. You ain't selling shit like you,
I
bro.
wanna get fucked up, codeine in my cup. Got a bag of strong, man, I'm finna burn it up. I wanna get fucked up, bottle sparkling up. Got these bitches poppin', man, I'm finna turn it up. I wanna get fucked up, codeine in my cup. Got a bag of strong, man, I'm finna burn it up. I wanna get fucked up, bottle sparkling up. Got these bitches poppin', man, I'm finna turn it up. I wanna get fucked up, 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 fucked up. I wanna get fucked up, codeine in my cup. Got a bag of strong, man, I'm finna burn it up. I wanna get fucked up, bottle sparkling up. Got these bitches poppin', man, I'm finna turn it up. I wanna get fucked up, codeine in my cup. Got a bag of strong, man, I'm finna burn it up. I wanna get fucked up, bottle sparkling up. Got these bitches poppin', man, I'm finna turn it up. I wanna get fucked up.
In the video.
In a world full of mundane podcasts, one show rises from the ashes. Critics are calling it outrageous. Podcasts, as we know it, will never be the same again.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. Welcome to the show.
Tonight, prepare for an epic journey where every step could be your last. The destination, a place where no maps can show. The mission, to rise above the rest. The danger, unimaginable. The reward, a shit ton of weed and laughs. It's going to blow your mind. This is To Be Blood. So sit back, turn up the volume, grab your weed, get ready to light those blunts.
That's right. You are tuned into the highest show on any Thursday night. It is 2B Blunt. Tonight, 2B Blunt brought to you by, of course, 2B Blunt Productions, LLC, and the Haze Radio Network. And we are also powered by Dirty Bird Genetics. Speaking of Dirty Bird Genetics, we have a $300 prize pack, outdoor prize pack we're going to be giving away tonight. The Instagram has been going nuts. We've had over 170 plus submissions. And tonight we're going to be giving it all away right here. Speaking of Dirty Bird Genetics and giveaways, we also have the owner of Dirty Bird Genetics, of the main clone company, of the North Atlantic Seed Company. She's one of the hardest working women in cannabis. We're talking Beth Mathieu live right here. You do not want to miss this. It's going down tonight. And I can already see it. You can already see that I'm pretty fired up about it. The chat already popping. Norma G up in here. Despicable Dabs. Can, Grateful Gardener. I love to see all the names that grow and that grind. Troy up in the house. You already know. Farrah's up in the house. The Instagram popping off. What up, Spectre Grows? What up, AJ Wall? Adam in the house. The Cripple Cannabis Cowboy. Yo, we're making history tonight. We're making history right here with the giveaway. It's going to be such a big night. So make sure you got your weed because you're going to need that tonight because we get high as hell. We're going to talk about 420. You know we went hard for 422 and all kinds of stuff. Don't go nowhere. It's the highest podcast around. You already know the deal. It is 2B1. Live up in your face on a Thursday night. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. This is the place to be. Share the link with someone you know. Let's get this thing going. And like you already know what it is. My favorite part of the show, where we light that shit up. I have in front of me a King Palm stuffed to the brim with some Zawa. Zawa from my man Loyalty IC Mag. And if that's not enough, I got a second blunt loaded with Mendo Ice from my man Can of Brain Labs. Hook me up with some homegrown. So we'll see how many we're going to get through. I'm loving to see the popping of the chat, yo. What up, Mrs. Canada Despicable? Anyone who's joining the show for the first time, including Sheesh Smoky, I just want to say thank you for coming up in here and hanging out with me on a Thursday. And all of us really stoned off some brunch S1. Ooh, That's that fire. The brunch. So the real question is, who is ready to smoke? Because I don't know about y'all, but it's been a long-ass day. And the one thing I like to do after a long day is get lit. So, let me see what I got here. Let me pull up my blunt of the Zawa right in front of me. Which is, you know, if you never had the Zawa, it's a sour diesel cross. Which sour diesel, one of my absolute favorite strains. A classic, if I may say so. And anything you cross with sour diesel has my fucking name on it. That's all I want to say about Zawa. If you ever had Zawa, if you haven't had Zawa, you definitely need to. Definitely one of my favorite strains of 2024 so far that I've been smoking, along with Blue Slushy, which my man Loyalty, check him out on Instagram. He's putting out fire. Fire. So I appreciate all the local growers. Get it in, hooking me up. Let's get this thing going. What I need to stop doing, or what I need to do right now, actually, is you know the deal. I need to shut the fuck up! Let's smoke some weed. Miss Universe 420, I see you on Instagram. Listen, the YouTube is youtube.com/2 BEBLUNT podcast. That's the number 2 B Blunt podcast. If you need to find us, we're on all platforms. Anyone you can think of, we're on right now. So, grab your weed, grab your concentrates, grab your edibles. Whatever you do to it, or whatever you need to get to that next level, and get ready to smoke it if you. Yeah, oh shit. Oh no. What the fuck? This is stoner problems right now. Where's my lighter? Right in my face. I haven't even smoked yet. All right. Maybe that's a problem. I need to smoke so I can get on that level. Right in front of my fucking face. Typical. The King Bomb loaded. Shout out King Bomb. The only kind of blunts I like to smoke. Definitely Apollo Kid. Definitely stoner problems. What up, KGZ on the track? Smoke it if you got it. That's right. Can of can. Listen, bro, you know the deal. I never go easy. We have this conversation every week. It's 0 or 100. There's no middle ground for me. That is why the dab, the E-ring is far away from me right now. Because once I do it now, the show's over. Good night. See y'all tomorrow. 3 lighters on the floor by my nightstand. I got a stash, yo. I put it in my pocket and I leave them all over the house. It's a disaster. Man. Coming off the big 420 holiday weekend, we were live in Hartford, CT at the Connecticut Sunday Fun Day Holidays Party. Dope event. Right on the rooftop in downtown Hartford, on a rooftop of the Russian lady. What a cool ass spot, let me tell you first off. Being able to smoke weed outside in a public spot on a rooftop of a bar place in downtown was like next level shit. That's hard to come by around here. So it was a dope party, a lot of cool fucking people. We smoked a lot of weed, yo. A lot. I mean, it was like blunt after blunt after blunt. I had plans to go to like 3 different events I was going to hit throughout the day. We're going to start in Connecticut, We were going to shoot down one, I think it was in West Hartford. There was one in Middletown. There was one in Shelton at the Burn and Learn, which we had Jen on last week we were talking about. So, like, I was going to do all that shit. And by the time we got done at the first party, I was like, I can't. I was talking Taco Bell, snacks. I mean, Troy was with me, our videographer. This motherfucker had a fucking hash hole. He was trying to get me to smoke on the way home. I'm like, bro, you crazy? We just smoked all this motherfucking weed and you're out here with a hash hole? That's the last thing I need after that. We got luck. We got lit, yo. What up, Brian Hancock? Let me know what you guys did for 420 in the comments or call in 860-384-7110. That's 860-384-7110. The phone lines are open all show and the number's right on the screen. So definitely call and let me know. All I know is when I woke up the next day, I was still weed stoned. Like I was still stoned from the day before. That's when you know that's like when you had like edible that fucks you up. You take an edible before bed, and you wake up the next morning and you're like still stoned. That was me off just weed. That's when you know you had a good 420, right? What up, Lady J in the building? Side piece Bob at home. I can sit in the backyard by the fence right next to the street and smoke all I want. Well, excuse the fuck out of me, side piece Bob. We can't all have it as good as you do. As baked as I got baked. I baked as I got baked. Oh, shit. There you go. A little double trouble. 420 in D.C. at the National Cannabis Festival. I got third in VA. Hey, congratulations, yo. You know, the one thing that drives you crazy about these events, let me tell you right now, is that I was supposed to be at the D.C. festival. Like, I was waiting. I submitted my credentials for my media, like months in advance. And honestly, if you're going to go anywhere 420, D.C. for the National Festival, it's like a huge, huge, huge fucking event. Everybody's there. Big time. Actually, Beth was there with Dirty Bird. I know Dirty Bird was down there at North Atlanta Seed, probably down there. Like, it's a big fucking event. And they gave me my credentials less than a week before the event. I was like, bruh, you gave me like 5 days. I got 2 fucking kids. I got a full-time fucking job. I got a podcast. I got a show we got to do Thursdays. Like, you couldn't give me more than a week. Whole Flowers in California did the same shit to me. Like, the week of, I'm like, you don't have to book a ticket. I put in my resume that I was from Connecticut. Like, you know, I got to book a ticket. You're going to send me my credentials fucking 3 days before the event in California? Damn. Anywho, the DC Festival, amazing. If you guys are on the East Coast or Midwest, like, you should definitely hit that shit up. It is a fucking dope event. Oh, Angel, you went to Kushstock? Yo. My boy Chef Goof went to Kushstock last year. Kushstock looked like such an amazing event. I wanted to go this year too, but it did not pan out. I'm telling you right now. Wu-Tang had a special shop on 420 in Washington. See, I didn't know that. See, that's fucking dope, yo. And of course, all the big influencers online, all live, all day 420. It was stacked. This is the good thing about having 420 on the weekend. It was a full day of events. It was almost a full weekend. Like, you just partied. You just smoked all weekend. It was amazing. Every weekend should be celebrating cannabis. That's what I look at it. Oh, shit. 2 people, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's the crippled cannabis cowboy.
Oh, shit. What's up, Adam?
What's up, man? How the fuck are you?
I'm doing good. Yeah, my blunt went out, so actually my mood just changed real quick.
Dude, I was just talking about what you were talking about, smoking too much weed and forgetting shit and fucking like, yo, I need time. I smoke weed, so I need time to do anything. Oh my God, man. 1 week with 2 kids, I can't imagine that shit. I can't even function on my own. I can't imagine like having to deal with like a job, kids, an apartment, shoveling.
What'd you do for 420, man? What was your event for the day?
Believe it or not, unfortunately, I didn't do anything. I had some plans, and then my buddy went to a Yankee game. He's a big baseball fan, so I stayed here, Then I called another friend who was supposed to go to, it was like a 420 party that her dispensary was having. She works at a dispensary I used to go to. And some kind of giveaway was happening at certain times. She found out picking me up wouldn't be, it didn't work out for her. So I didn't do shit, man. I smoked weed and stared at my wall.
You smoked weed and stared at the wall, bro?
Yeah, that was it. Unfortunately,
no. Next year we're gonna scoop you up, bro. We're gonna make you come with us next time.
Please do. Holy shit.
100%. You can't the crippled cannabis cowboy who's in here every week supporting the show, sitting home by himself on 420, staring at the wall, smoking weed, yo.
Yeah. That's pretty pathetic. I'm sorry.
I'm not sure how we would have gotten you up the stairs to the rooftop for the 420 party.
Very true. I'll tell you what, I would have made it. I don't care. I'd be like, yo, give me a second. I'd be right up.
I would have to pull a crane, yo, to lift you up to the top fucking floor.
Hell yeah, fireman's carry, baby. Let's do it.
We'll get the fireman to come down and we'll hoist you up in the ladder.
Fucking absolutely. Well, yo, man, you enjoy your show. I'm actually looking forward to the North Atlantic Seed Company thing.
Ooh.
Because, dude, I just bought the 4-ass monkeys. Obviously, I have to pause my growing cannabis for a moment, figure out what's going on. And, dude, that's like the first on my list. I'm so excited for those stupid 4-ass monkeys. I don't know. I
the 4-ass monkeys?
Yeah, man. It's nuts, though. I don't know. I think it's an autoflower. I don't know nothing about it. Get your show person talk about 4-ass monkeys if you can, because I'm curious about it.
I'm gonna have bring Beth in to actually. You know what? Hold on a second. I wasn't gonna bring her in yet. I'm just gonna pop her in real quick because I see she's sitting there laughing at your comment. So I just want to find out what the genetics are. Beth, before I didn't mean to bring you in early, but like I need to know what are the genetics for the 4-ass monkey?
Isn't 4-ass monkey Mephisto a Mephisto autoflower? Let me look up what the actual cross is.
Yeah, it is.
Let's see.
Oh, I mean, it's Mephisto.
Ass monkey.
I think that's what it said on the label, but I remember I ordered them from your company. They're not like your seeds.
Yeah, it's Mephisto, they're like, one of the best dog breeders out there. We've been running a bunch of their stuff too. Apparently it's Gorilla Glue by Grape Crinkle.
Ooh.
Sounds pretty big. Can't go wrong there.
I did get the freebie pack. The freebie pack had 2 seeds in it that said Purple Punch feminized oils. Do you know anything about those? It was the freebies. I'm curious about those.
Yeah, absolutely. So most likely it's the Purple Punch from Barney's Farm. So if you want to look up more info, they've got a bunch of stuff there on it. But I haven't grown it personally, but I've grown a Purple Punch photo, and I mean it's such a classic strain. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I was 100%. Curious to see how the auto comes out.
Believe it or not, I bought something special for those particular 2 seeds that I got from North Atlantic. I got the discount. Thanks, PZ. I really appreciate that.
No problem.
Yeah, I got a 4x4 outdoor flower bed. I'm crippled, so there's friends helping me and stuff. But I'm gonna put those 2 seeds in that flower pot. See what happens. They're 2 feminized photo periods. So
there you go.
See what happens.
That's awesome.
Did you submit to the giveaway, Adam?
Am I what to give away?
Did you submit to the giveaway? Did you put an entry in?
I did not. Tell me what to do, and I will.
How are you here every week and you didn't even get in the giveaway, Adam? Come on.
Dude, I smoked too much weed, man.
Well, unfortunately, you're a little too late for that giveaway. But you know what? I got something else for you. I'll give you some info on off the air.
Quite okay.
All right. Thanks for calling in, man.
Yeah, man. Looking forward to the show.
All right, thanks.
All right, peace.
Sorry, Beth. I'll bring you right back on in a little bit.
Sounds good, man.
Right. Thor asked Monkey. There's some genetics for you. I want to go back to the story real quick. It says Kushstock 2019 got me deported from Canada because Miss Canada's people thought we could just drive through Canada. Dude, I need more info on this. I need more details. Call it in. 860-384-7110. That's 860-384-7110. I need to know. Apollo Kid got me a Method Man sweatshirt and met Dirty Bird Genetics and North Atlantic Seed at the National Cannabis Festival in DC. See, dope, yo. Dope. What up? Jade Jordan up in the house. Tacos on deck. And we enjoyed our first 420 celebration this year. Grow and grind. God, well, you know what? Congratulations. That's amazing. She said, listen, it's all Siri's fault. The number's right on the screen, bro. Right here. Boom. 860-384-7110. That's 860-384-7110. I'll put it in real big font for you so you can call in so I can figure out. I got to hear more about the story quick before I take a break because Lord knows, I know this is going to be a good one. So definitely call in so we can get this shit lined up because I need to know how you got deported, yo. I just know how you got deported from Canada. Here we go. Yes. To be blunt, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
What up, Peasy? It's Despicable Dad, brother.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Good. Can't complain.
What is that? The cops yell? Whoop, whoop?
No, that was my car alarm. My bad. So what happened was Miss Canada Despicable thought she could drive, right? And Sari brought her around the way. I was sleeping.
Yeah,
I woke up at the fucking border of Canada, right?
Okay.
So they're like, "Oh, you guys got anything in the car?" My wife's like, "No." I'm like, "Yeah, we do. There's like 5 grams of weed there. Whatever."
Oh, you could have kept your mouth shut for that one, bro.
I couldn't because they were searching us anyway. So
oh, damn.
They bring us to the fucking border, little shed, whatever the fuck you want to call the place, hold us hostage for 9 hours.
Wait. You got held hostage for 9 hours on 5 grams of weed?
9 hours. They took the whole car apart, and then they deported me for life for a charge I caught when I was a kid.
For life? You got banned from Canada for a life, bro? What the fuck did you do that you got banned from a whole ass continent, a whole ass country?
Sales charge, bro. Just a sales charge. And I got it framed. I got my deportation papers.
You got deported from Canada for a life? Banned?
For life. Banned.
Damn, bro.
And I told them, man, listen, I didn't even want to fucking be here, first of all. Let me the fuck out of here. And then they were like, yeah, well, we don't want you here, so you can never come back.
Canada Despicable says that we had pounds, not 5 grams. Can you vouch for this?
Wait, what?
See, I'm reading this right here. It says, yes, like we had pounds. Oh, like we had pounds.
That's the way they treated us.
Right, I got it. I got it out. I read it wrong.
Pounds, but Kushstock was whack, thank God. But yeah, and they just fucking deported me, and it was fucked up.
Dude, I've never met anybody that got banned from Canada, which is supposed to be like the nicest country of all time. Like, just depicted.
They're not. It's a lie. Don't listen to that shit. They're not fucking nice.
The only thing good about Canada is their healthcare, I guess. I don't know.
I love my Canadian fellow cannabis community Canadians, but everybody else can go fuck themselves out there.
Don't tell Grower Joe that.
Shit. They're fucking mean, bro. They kept me for 9 hours.
9 hours at the border of Canada.
Yes, sir. 9 fucking hours.
I'm glad you called in, man. That's all I needed to hear. Was that?
You already know, brother, but thanks for the show, man, and I'll be in the chat, brother.
All right, cool. Thank you.
You already know.
The 2B Blood Podcast. That's the first time I've ever heard someone get banned from a whole country like Canada. Anyways, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, more. We got Beth Mathieu live. Don't go nowhere. 2B Blood. Winner of the 2024 International Cannabis Awards Best Online Seed Seller, and offering more than 2,500 strains from over 50 of the industry's best breeders. North Atlantic Seed Company is your one-stop shop for quality genetics. From U.S. elites like Ethos, In-House, Exotic, and Humboldt Seed Company to international greats like Barney's Farm, Dutch Passion, Mephisto, and Fast Buds, North Atlantic Seed carries a thoughtfully curated menu of photoperiod and auto-flowering genetics designed to accommodate every budget. They are a woman-owned and family and friend-run passion project whose vision has been to take care of their customers. That means unparalleled customer service that is responsive and cares. It means the fastest shipping in the U.S. and loads of quality freebies with every order. And above all, it means an integrity that is unrivaled. So check out North Atlantic Seed Company at northatlanticseed.com.
I love to smoke a lot, never see me now. Up in the sky I go, call up everyone I know. And ask them who got it, let's roll up. 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 I love to smoke a lot, never see me now. Up in the sky I go, call up everyone I know. And ask them who got it, let's roll up. Who got it, let's roll up. Who got it, let's roll up. Who got it, let's roll up.
Let's roll up some of that sticky icky lime green. Red hairs, not me. Purple, that's okay with me. Let's roll that shit in the green leaf. Pumping, passing, tripping, laughing. Notice what the best so there ain't no crashing. High as a motherfucker, tripping like a motherfucker. I so ready, the lights they flashing. I'm a pro when it comes to smoking. More like a veteran, never joking. Pass me a bag with stick and seed. I'm thinking, damn, he must be joking. Take that bag and throw it out. Cause boy, I'm looking for the fucking best. Any more than an eyelash show, and then these shits below the rest. That high test, what I like. Get me high, the fucking kite. Smoke all day, smoke all night. Blunts, joints, bongs, and pipes. Might as well go and get a fucking prescription the way I'm smoking all the goddamn weed on earth. Alarm goes off, I wake up, roll me a blunt, man, first things first.
Smoke a lot, never see me now. Up in the sky I go, call up everyone I know. And ask them who got it, let's roll up. 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 I love to smoke a lot, never see me now. Up in the sky I go, call up everyone I know. And ask them who got it, let's roll up. Who got it, let's roll up. Who got it, let's roll up. Who got it, let's roll up.
It's more poppin' than your favorite trapper's telegram. It's To Be Blunt.
And that's the goddamn truth. To be blunt. Despicable Dancing, I gotta come up here in the studio, make Peasy go to bed, bro. First off, you wouldn't be the first to try, and you wouldn't be the last, because you ain't putting me to sleep, baby. That's it. Chef Buds came in here and rolled like 8 blunts. We awake. I don't fuck around. That's why they call me the Get High Rapper, baby. Anyways, we got our big guest. I am so excited to be joined by Beth Mathieu. She is the owner of Dirty Bird Genetics, the main clone company, North Atlantic Seed Company, one of the hardest working women in cannabis, a seed junkie at heart, and she's here to answer all your questions and get to know her a little more. I'm real excited to have Beth on. Let's bring her in. Give her a warm welcome. What's up, Beth?
Hello. So happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, no. I think you're frozen.
Am I?
Oh, no, there you are. All right, there we go. Okay. I thought it was frozen for a hot second.
Oh, no. We're right here. Coolest place to be on a Thursday night. I think it's
That's the goddamn truth. That is definitely the truth. There's not a lot of cool places to be on a Thursday in my defense. So,
No.
unless you're like 21 again, and I don't have that in me to do that anymore.
Oh, God, no.
My only Thursdays I'm doing is when the cottonmouth hits and I'm chugging water. You know what I mean?
I hear you, man. I hear you.
Those days are long behind.
I know. I can't hang anymore either. We're probably about the same age, honestly. So yeah, you hit like 35.
We're gonna disclose this. Yeah. Honestly,
Yeah.
it's about when it starts going downhill.
Yeah, it does. Have a kid, yeah. That's real talk.
2 of them. I got 2.
Oh, twice as hard.
It's twice as crazy. We took them today to the museum, and like they're running around like crazy. Like they were so excited, and like my kid like loves dinosaurs, so he's like running around the museum, roaring as loud as he can like a dinosaur, to screaming at the top of his lungs. Yeah, like bud, and everyone's like quiet, like looking at the displays, and they're whispering to each other. And my kid's running around like a madman. Like,
living
shit.
the best life. That's the only way to do it.
We went to the
museum in DC.
Really? See, that's dope. I didn't know they had one down there. I have to check it out next time I go down.
Oh my God. You gotta go to it. Museum of Natural History. Yeah. Unbelievable dinosaurs in that museum. There's like insane fossils. It was pretty cool. I think I liked it more than my son did. So
I was a big dinosaur fan growing up. So like I really ate that shit up today. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How can you not like dinosaurs? It's just surreal. Especially when you're stoned. It's mind-blowing.
Exactly. My kid will throw on like a million different dinosaur shows he finds, like Netflix, all these cartoons, and I'm like, damn, where was all this shit when I was a kid? Like we just had like Land Before Time. Like, you know what I mean? Like there was none of the cool stuff that they have now.
No, wasn't there a show called Dinosaurs or something? What the hell was that show?
That was Little Dinosaur with the little bit. I'm the baby. That guy with the little kid.
Yeah. That show was dope. I haven't thought about that in like 30 years.
That's probably one of the best things that come out of the 90s was the dinosaur show. You know what I mean? I want to bust that one out, honestly, now that you talked about that, because I haven't watched it in a minute. But I remember everything about that. I could literally picture it clear as fucking day in my head right now.
It's
including that little baby.
Oh yeah, we got to bring that back.
There's a lot of stuff we got to bring back. Classic. Speaking of things that are making a comeback, that are classics, I find I feel like it's a good like segue here. I feel like a lot of the classic strains are making a comeback. Am I wrong to say that?
I think you're absolutely right. When I talk to people, like when we go to trade shows and stuff, it's shocking the number of people that come up to us and want those old school strains, back. I don't know if it's becoming cool again. I feel like that happens with fashion too. Like every, 20, 30 years it cycles. But I mean, genetically speaking, I think it would be healthy to see that comeback arrive, right? Because everything's just gotten so mixed and muddled. You gotta bring some of the, some of the more pure landrace genetics back in if you want to keep everything vigorous and, happy and healthy.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I feel like the thing is like sometimes, like you said, like just the strains these days, especially for like the OG growers, like everything is so, I don't want to say the word over the top because I don't want to get hate for this shit, but it's leaps and bounds above to what it used to be. You know what I mean? Like you had real base. There was no of these crazy crosses and stuff. It was just like you had Maui Wowie, you had your Acapulco Golds, like you just had your classic like land race strains that are on the the old school stuff. But like now it's just like everything's crossed with something. And everything's super potent. A lot of people they can't even tolerate it.
Yeah, I know. It's funny, like, because so many people want to see that insanely high THC number, and I get it, right? But there's a lot more to it than people realize. I think, like the way different cannabinoids act synergistically and whatnot. You could smoke something with 15% THC and get twice as high as, it's we don't fully understand it, right? We're still working on the science of how all of this works. But to your point, a lot of people can't handle it, right? So it's nice to have options that are just a little bit more mellow too.
Right. What was your big one coming up? Like when you were growing up, when you started smoking weed, what was like your first, like your favorite strains when you were younger?
Oh, you mentioned the sour diesel earlier, and honestly, that was it. Like, I mean, when I grew up, like in high school, college, even 99% of what you got was Mexican brickweed that was full of seeds and stems. You know what I mean? Like, so I think it was around college, like, that I started seeing this like really good weed pop up here and there, maybe in high school a little bit too, right? And it was just, it's like a work of art compared to what was typically around. But yeah, the sour diesel, I will never forget what that was like back in the day. And I've spent my whole career searching for like a sour diesel that can, even come close to what that used to be. And I have yet to find it. So if anyone out there knows of an insane sour diesel, please let me know.
And I feel like that in Haze, it's very hard to find the old classic. Like, you can find those strains out today, but they are not like they were back in the day. Like, the taste and the smell of sour diesel and Haze back then is nothing like it is today. It's totally different. And I can't even explain why that is. Like, I just don't understand. If you have a plant, it should, like, tomatoes don't change their taste over the years. You know what I mean? Like, why is it that weed would not have it with cannabis? Why would that be the case? Do you know that?
Yeah, I feel like so many people, especially with hazes and stuff, like, people don't want to breed with the real true like landrace hazes that we remember from growing up. People don't want to breed with it because it takes 100 days to flower or 120 days to flower, and so you end up working with a haze or getting a haze nowadays that's not actually a true haze in the way we remember it. So I feel like that's a piece of it. If you go through like a breeder like Ace or someone that's really committed to like landrace strains, I bet you'd find something a little bit closer to what we remember.
Okay, all right. I see where you're getting at with this.
Yeah,
how did you even
just
get
not commercially viable to grow it, right? Because it takes so damn long. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but for the home grower, I mean, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, if I could find something that resembled that classic, if I knew it was going to come out that way, I would say, fuck it. 150 days. I don't give a fuck how long it takes. Like, I want to be able to have this. It'd be like a treasure trove. You know what I mean? Like, you would something you wouldn't be able to find these days anywhere. I would feel like it'd be worth the wait. And if I was, I understand, like a commercial person, I would feel like that would be something that could really put you as a company on the map. If you could recreate that, the problem is that nobody can. Nobody can.
No, I hear you. Honestly, like so at Dirty Bird, myself and Ben, who is one of my best friends and our head breeder, we've grown out a lot of different things, searching for like unique, more landrace things. And one of the Dynasty, who North Atlantic actually doesn't carry, we probably should, but Dynasty, I feel like come the closest to just having some really nice like old school hazes in their genetics. So if you ever come across any haze from them, give it a try. It's got those terps.
How's that sour lime haze? The Dirty Bird.
So good. So actually, that's a cross of MMXX, which is a 2020 strain that's mostly sour diesel genetics, and Elmo's Army, which is a super silver haze crossed by Dynasty. So the terps on it, oh my God. I love that terpene profile. The like super piney, I don't know, hazy terpene profile, and it nails it. So I dig it.
Out of like the ones that I saw when I was browsing your website, that was honestly one of my favorite ones I've seen. I had it written down here because I was like, I gotta ask about the sour lime haze, because look at we just talked about sour and haze, and now here we are. Exactly. You guys literally have a sour lime haze. So where does the lime come in then? Where's the lime from?
It mostly the terpenes. It has like a very like piney, limey terpene profile, and so that's where that kind of came into the mix. Who knows What's that?
I was going to ask you what made you get into the cannabis business? Like, how did you go from growing up to being like, all right, you know what, this is what I'm going to do for a living? Like, where was the cross point where you said, you know what, this is what I want to do?
Yeah, like so many budding entrepreneurs of the early 2000s, I found a way to supplement my income by selling weed to my friends, right? And I kind of did that for many years, just not a lot, just a little, but I got such of an appreciation for it. And as I started seeing really good weed come into the picture, I was like, shit, I need to try growing this. And so I did. I started growing in my closet, in my college apartment. And
wow, that's where it started? That's awesome.
That's where it started. And then I graduated and started working at T-Mobile and hated my life so much. It was horrible. And I was, I saved up enough money to buy a house, and I quit my job the same day. The same day I closed on my house, I quit my job and decided to go full in, into the industry. I got my caregiver license. Lucky enough to live in Maine, which has always been just such a great state to grow and do business in. So
absolutely, I know a lot of people.
Yeah, that's where it started.
That were home growers that wanted to get into the industry that moved to Maine because it was so accessible to get into their program.
It's super. It's not a corporate state at all. There's so many. It's very grassroots and pro small business, and so that just really worked in my favor, right? Because it let me take those baby steps, first with the caregiving, and then we pivoted into clones when I right around the time I had my son. I was having panic dreams every night because I saw the market getting more and more saturated with the growers. And so I was like, I need to do something different, or I'm not going to have a job much longer. And I'm, I didn't have a backup plan. So we started doing the clone thing, and it was amazing. I mean, what's better than growing, pheno hunting, all these strains and picking out your favorite pheno and being able to sell it. I mean, I just loved it, and I still do.
I feel like pheno hunting is like one of the most self-satisfying things to do when you're a grower. Like when you're getting into that, like when you find that strain, you know what I mean? Like it's like a whole different. It's like the holy grail. You know what I mean? Like this is it. This is it.
Yeah.
What was that? Incredible. What was that strain for you?
Oh my gosh. So back in the day, probably LA Confidential. I just loved that plant. I loved the way it looked. I loved the way it smoked. I loved everything about it. It was so unique and
great strain.
Yeah. It's still one of my all-time favorites. So that was probably, one of the ones that I hold above all the rest, and still do to this day. But gosh, we've gone through so many strains over the years. And there's so many good ones out there. There's so many great people doing great things with genetics nowadays. We're spoiled.
So what came first, the main clone company then?
Yeah. So I did caregiving for like 5 years, and then I opened Maine Clone Company. And Maine Clone started a couple of years in, we decided to start selling seeds, and I was lucky enough to convince Ethos to start working with me, which was the hugest game changer. And this was back before. Yeah, it was like right before they started getting super popular. But they were they were doing great work, and so the seeds just took off, and I'm like, shit, man, I got to start a separate company because I can't take text orders from 500 people a day. And, because that's what I was doing. I was literally
wow.
working one-on-one with every single customer. I was doing everything, by myself, plus running the clones with the help of Siobhan, who still works for me. So, and Ben, who still works for me. But yeah, so it quickly evolved, and then North Atlantic Seed was born.
That became a big deal. North Atlantic Sea, like you've partnered with so many, if not most of them, the best breeders, like in there.
Yeah.
If you can find. What was that like, being able to pull all that in and start working with all these legendary breeders?
We've been incredibly lucky, honestly. I mean, all along there's been, I've had like a bucket list of breeders I want to work with, and one by one we would get them, in-house. They were the last ones where it was like, God, I love in-house so much, I need to work with them. And now I love Derek. I work with him so closely. He's one of our closest people, and it was just another game-changing moment for North Atlantic. But yeah, we're very lucky. That's all I can say.
You literally, when I looked at the list of breeders that you guys have on your website, it's incredible. I've looked, I'm like, oh my God, legendary. How, like, becoming one of the best, if not the best seed sellers online in the world, which you guys just won at the International Cannabis Conference.
I know.
Which is huge.
Unbelievable.
Huge for your company.
It was, and not expected at all. I mean, we literally planned that trip to Spain like a week before the awards.
Wow, that came together that last minute.
We weren't expecting it. We weren't expecting any of it, and obviously incredibly grateful and humbled to have been nominated and to have won. But yeah, honestly, I truly think the reason North Atlantic has been as successful as it is because we try to be good people. You know what I mean? Good to people. That's the number one priority. And it goes a long way in this world if you just try to be good to people.
I honestly believe that the culture that y'all have created, right, as pushed you even further, to be honest with you, because there's not a lot of seed companies that are as personable. You know what I mean? Like I see y'all at the trade shows, which I don't see a lot of other top breeders that them. So like, and every time you go up to your booth, everyone who works with you is so like personable and knowledgeable and helpful. I've gone every time at a trade show. I literally would look for North Atlantic Seed, because not only did y'all have the best selection, which there would be hundreds of seeds selections out there in your booth, like for everyone to look at. I mean, just in general, I felt like I could talk to someone who knew what they were talking about. You know what I mean? That was the huge part for me. And I feel like that's an amazing thing that y'all have cultivated at North Atlantic Seed, which is why I think that's part of why you guys are so successful right now.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we have I cannot imagine a better team of people in the world. I truly can't. It's been family and friends since day one. And, we have started kind of expanding out of that. We're so selective with who we hire at this point, and like the bar is just so high because the team is just we're all so close, so hardworking, care so much about what we do, and that is very hard to find, So yeah, that definitely is I think another thing that's really gotten us where we are is just having such a great team of people.
I mean, it shows. You got Apollo Kids and Ethos, in-house, Square One Genetics. I bought all from North Atlantic Seed. Norman G. North Atlantic Seed Company has a great reputation. I'm in the UK, so no good for me is they don't ship here. I always recommend them to people. See?
Oh, I wish we could ship there. Oh my gosh. That's one of the hugest barriers in this industry, is trying to get outside of the U.S. Customs is a bitch.
They are.
Sorry, Customs. Don't take it.
I ordered from I think it was Seedsman or something. It was definitely like a European seed bank, and I remember I ordered them and I was real nervous about doing it. And then I got the package, but inside the package was just like a letter from the customs. And I was like, I was in like so much trouble. I'm like, oh my God, are they gonna come find me? Like, is this it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, man, they don't do shit. They just send you a letter and scare the piss out of you. They don't do
That's
anything.
literally what it is.
But it's not even illegal because it's a seed. It doesn't contain THC. They just seize it, and I don't know. They've seized. They've seized so much of our shit. So hopefully someday we'll be able to make it to Canada and the UK and all that. But
be careful when you go to Canada. You heard what happened to Despicable Dabs.
I know. I'm a little bit intimidated now. I don't know. I'm like an hour from the border from here, though. So.
Gotta be careful, yo. Canada says everything they got from you guys have popped, and they have the fastest shipping too. See, I've all these comments. Everyone loves the North Atlantic Seed Company.
That's so nice to hear. Honestly, like at work, when we have people write nice comments to us, we share them with everyone. We put them up on the wall. It just makes our day. It makes my day. So much appreciated.
Yeah, as Apollo said that y'all even include like personal notes in the packages and stuff. So like stuff like that goes a long way with people. You know what I mean? It's how you build a nice customer base, loyalty. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, totally. You, if anyone places an order and wants like a hand-drawn picture from our shipping department, just put it in the notes. They'll do it. They have a lot of fun with it.
Picture.
They love that shit. They're so awesome.
So random.
We'll do whatever you want. You name it.
How did Dirty Bird Genetics come about then? So now we got you through North Atlantic Seed. Y'all killing it. How did you decide now we're gonna start our own genetics company?
Oh my God. So honestly, breeding has been the thing I always wanted to do. I'm a creative person. I like science. I am not a scientist, but I enjoy science. I mean, what's more satisfying and amazing than making your own cannabis plant creation? So it's always just kind of been in the back of my head as like one day I'm going to do this. And about 4 years ago now, North Atlantic was, established. And I also had Maine Clone Company, and we decided as a team to start to take the Maine Clone Company staff and start breeding. So rather, we halved the amount of time that we were putting into clones and started devoting that time to breeding. And over time, we've just developed an awesome program. Ben is our head breeder. He's always at the trade shows. I'm sure people have met him. Anyone that's met us has probably met him. He's incredibly smart and just so good at it. And yeah, so it was very slow to start. It took us, almost 4 years to grow, test. We grew hundreds of projects to pull the 12 that are on our menu now. Like, we really are picky, and it's been a slow process, but incredibly rewarding and cool.
Let me just give you some of the names here from the Dirty Bird Genetics. They got the Black Phoenix, which is like the brunch cross of Bahama Mama, which one of the nicest looking plants I had on my list here. That because I'm like, I need to get some. You know what I mean?
Gorgeous plant. Oh,
that was it. A Dirty Unicorn was another one that really sparked my interest. Only because the genetics had unicorn poop in it, and I was like, I'm sold.
Dude, the unicorn poop was one of those strains that I always wanted to grow, and you couldn't buy a pack of it. So finally, I spent $3,000 on a pack of unicorn poop from an auction, and I pheno hunted it and got 2 incredible females, and that's where the Dirty Unicorn came from. It was personally satisfying though, because I was like, shit, been wanting to grow that for a lot of years. Finally got it.
that one, Nuclear Forest, was another one I really loved. which is the milk truck cross with the Durban pie. Now, we were talking about classic strains like Haze and Sour Diesel. One more that I forgot to bring up that I wanted to mention was Durban Poison, which was one that was around a lot when I was coming up when the Sour Diesel was around. Was Durban Poison, and Beasters and stuff like that. Durban Poison
man. We've been doing a lot of breeding with the Durban Poison. The terps on it are it's just my favorite terpene profile. Again, it's that piney, old school terpene profile that just like smacks you in the face. And I love that plant. That and the Maui Wowie, that's the other one. Like we've been smoking the crap out of, breeding the crap out of. We just love it so much. So we'll see. You'll see some Maui projects to come very soon.
I'm excited. And the last one I had was Dirty Sangria. That was another one because I'm a big mimosa fan. So
my gosh. Yeah, the Dirty Sangria is incredible, and the Dirty Mimosa as well. Same.
Those are the recommendations that obviously you would have to say all of them, but
well,
my
top
4 just from looking at them.
Yeah, so smoking like the brunch kind of was like our first project that we did that we were like, yes, this is incredible, and to this day, it's my favorite smoke. It's such a happy, uplifting, energetic high with no anxiety. And I'm sensitive to I own a bunch of businesses.
Me too.
If you give me a reason to have anxiety, I'm going to have anxiety. So
same.
So
it's hard for me to smoke sativas. It really is. Like I have to be so picky because it doesn't take much for me. It sucks. Yeah. Honestly, it does. I miss out on a lot of strains I want to try, but like I'm like that's gonna make it worse. That's being not gonna work for me.
Yeah, same, man. I can totally relate. And so the brunch, and honestly, virtually everything we've crossed the brunch with, there's something about that strain. There's just no anxiety to it. It's so just even and balanced. And so that strain has a special place in my heart for that reason. And it just, everything we've bred it with is gold. And I love it.
It's amazing. It's an amazing lineup y'all got. You should be so proud of yourself. I really can't wait to try some of this. Like, this is going to be huge for me because I know I'm about to start my first grow, which I'm nervous as shit about. But
that's exciting. That's so exciting.
I know, like, I've left like a list of what I want to get for stuff, for genetics, and like on list immediately were the first 4 I have. Now I have to also get brunch because I don't have anything on my list that's not, gonna make me probably melt into my couch. So I need to
hit me up anytime. I'll send you any seeds you want.
Listen, I'm telling you, it's going down. First on my list is going to be the Dirty Bird grow. We're going to go right through. It's going to be dope. I can't wait.
That's awesome, man.
I'm super pumped. If y'all also, for anyone listening, if y'all want to call in, if you have any questions for Beth, 860-384-7110. That's 860-384-7110. I saw Side Piece Bob had a question, and I can't remember the name of the strain. It was like blue monkey dick. What the hell did he say? It was the strain that y'all carry. He was asking about. Yeah, I gotta find it. Hold on.
Oh god,
it was like that. It sounded crazy to me.
And now, R-rated strain. Blue monkey dick.
Blue. Oh yeah, blue monkey dick. That's what he said. Hey Beth, is blue monkey dick a good strain?
I have never heard of
it. Bob, what are you talking about, Bob?
What are you talking about, Bob? Are you just making shit up?
I don't. How high are you right now that you're just throwing out these random strain names?
Trying to trip me up.
Donna, what's going on with your side piece?
Oh man,
Donna, you gotta control your side piece. I don't know what's going on with that right now.
Oh my
Growing Dark Phoenix and Sugar Rim Outdoors this summer. There you go. Bam.
Man, that's awesome. We test all our shit outdoors because we live in Maine, right? It's if you can grow a strain in Maine, you can grow it anywhere. Our season's so short and just so yeah. Pretty much anything on our menu, try it outdoors. It's gonna kill it.
I never have had any luck outdoors. This is my you know what I was said it was my first grow. I should rephrase. It's my first indoor grow. All right.
Yeah.
So, like,
okay. So you try it outside.
So many times I lose my crop every year to like fucking caterpillars or some shit. And this last one, I even had them in like one of those mesh like plant tents. So I'm like thinking, there's no way they're gonna get in there now. I literally went to work one day and came home, and they were beautiful in the morning. And then when I came home, like something sucked the life out of them, like dead. I was like, what?
I know.
What?
There's
I'm
just
not doing this anymore. Inside only.
So many hazards outdoors. I know. I'm definitely an indoor grower myself as well. Like when I say we test all our strains outside, Alyssa and Siobhan, a couple of my closest friends and employees, they're the ones that do that. It's not me. I feel the same way about outdoor growing. It's just like I'm a perfectionist. I need to control everything about this grow, and that's not going to happen outside.
Adam Wall says, what's the stinkiest, dieseliest fuel like bud you have? I'll buy it.
Oh God, definitely the sour lime haze or the nuclear forest. One of those two just has they both have that diesely, piney, hazy terpene profile that I love so very much.
I'll tell you, it's the first one I've seen on the list that really made me go, I need that. Like that was the one.
Oh yeah.
It's like sour and haze in the same sentence. Sign me up. You know what I mean?
That's right. Yeah. No, it's a good one. You won't be disappointed.
Well, I think we should do. We got the huge giveaway I want to do. I would hold it out for the show, but I'm like, we got to give some shit away. So we have this giant seed pack. I shouldn't say giant seed pack. We have this giant giveaway going down from Dirty Bird Genetics. It's been running for a few weeks now on the Instagram. And it is stacked. For anyone who's a grower, this is over $300. The Dirty Bird Genetics outdoor box set. They are hooking y'all up. You get, check this out. You get, what's this lineup? You got a 6-pack of the Dirty Mimosa, which is the peanut butter breath cross of mimosa, which is that's cross of mimosa again. You get the 6-pack of the Baldur's Crepe. You get the 6-pack of the Skunks. You get a 6-pack of the Brunch. You get the Dirty Bird shot glass. You get the Dirty Bird plant tags. The Dirty Bird t-shirt. It's Dirty Bird all the way. If you're a grower and you didn't enter the contest, then you're missing out on what could be a fire grow this season. That's not to say that you couldn't go online and place an order, but this was the hookup right here. So, I think I got that right. Someone tried to call in. If you want to call in again, I don't know who it was, feel free. But what I have here, I got to bring this up here. All right. I'm going to share this with my screen here. All right. We got here the wheel. I don't know this little ad here. That is ridiculous. All right, we got the wheel, and you can't read it because why? Because there's so many of y'all that entered this. Let me tell you, doing these online contests are great, but for one thing, having to go through every single one is like, whoa. You need a whole team for that. You need a team. We had over 170 entries, y'all. Y'all went absolutely nuts, and I gotta say thank you to everybody who did enter. If they aren't here, I identify as the winter despicable dads. Romario wants to know, Beth, what's your favorite strain of all time?
Oh my gosh, I knew someone was going to ask this. Honestly, right now it's the Brunch, but I don't. I mentioned the LA Confidential earlier. That would be another one for sure. But for the same reasons, right? No anxiety, just a chill, happy high. That's what I'm looking for.
Hell yeah. Great answer. The Brunch. I'm sorry, I can't wait to try that one. The Brunch.
I'm telling you, man. The smoke is so good. The bad apple too. We just released. Oh, so good.
All right. We got to spin this wheel. This is gonna be it. Y'all. This was the culmination of weeks of this contest. I have a ton of names here. Are y'all ready to spin this wheel? I know I am. I've been waiting for this $300 outdoor box set from Dirty Bird Genetics. Norma says spin it. I agree. I agree. We're gonna spin it. Let's get this one going. We're gonna spin it. I got the here we go. All right. Hey day now. To find out who won the $300 box that Canada's any day now. Spin it. All right. Let's spin it. Who's gonna win? It's spinning. It's spinning. I don't know who Mr. J is, but Mr. J 916. Mr. J underscore 916. If you are on the Instagram, you have just won a $300 outdoor box set. Dirty Bird Genetics. You got 4 6-pack of seeds. You get a shot glass, plant tags, t-shirt, all provided by our sponsor, Dirty Bird Genetics. Beth, we've done it. We've done it. Congratulations, Mr. J. That's right. Thanks, guys. This thing will that's me. That's my other account. Oh, my God. It's been a wild night. I got to say, Beth, thank you so much.
Thank you. It's been a blast. So happy to be on.
I hope
Hit me up if you
it's always an amazing time on 2B Blood. The viewers, they make it. You know what I mean?
For
they
sure.
Just kill right now. Congrats, Mr. J. I'm placing an order just to get a drawing. Thank you, Beth. I love this. Congrats, Jay. Everyone's loving it. Jay, I mean, you're right now, bro. This is your moment.
It is. The moment to shine, Jay. I hope you're watching.
Beth, y'all just do amazing work, and I just can't say thank you enough for everything y'all do for the industry. You're killing the game right now. Really appreciate being part of this and working with y'all. And just, y'all, everything you do is just top notch. And you're professional as hell and personable. And we just love it here, 2B Blood.
Oh, thank you so much, man. And same to you. I appreciate everything you're doing too. This is such a cool thing you've got going on. So hopefully we can get together again. All right. Take care. Thank you, guys.
Absolutely. Have a good night.
All right. You too.
2B Blood. Amazing night with Beth. She killed it. She's amazing. She's a hard worker. She's killing the industry. Make sure y'all go and follow North Atlantic Seed Co. on Instagram. Check out the website. Make sure you check out Dirty Bird Genetics. What more can I say? Y'all have to add it to your grow. All the grow meats got to add it to the list. Get some Dirty Bird Genetics in your tents. Put them outside this summer. Let them get that sun. We're going to get it going. Thank you, Don Can. Joe, this market has been real. My first live. Your show, good fun. Thank you, Joe. Jay, if you missed it, I claimed your prize. Thank you so much. Is there a code for you? Not on Dirty Bird, but if you want to go to North Atlantic Seed Co., you can check out, you get 2B Blood 10. That's the number 2, BEBLUNT 10. I think I actually have the banner still up here. Right here. I can get 10% off your order. Bam! So shout out North Atlantic Seed. Shout out Dirty Bird Genetics. Main Clone Company. My man Loyalty IC Mac for getting me high as fuck off this Zawa. My man Canna Brain Lab for getting me high off this Mendo that he grew. I wish I could show y'all. It's real nice flower, but it's not going to happen. I'll take a picture and put it on the gram. Yeah, I mean, then I'll get banned probably, but it's all good. What do we got here? Yeah, all right. I'm high as shit. I smoked 2 blunts. So, you know what's coming up next? I'm about to eat. I got the fucking munchies like a motherfucker right now. I've been sipping hot coffee, which I don't know why. It should be ice, but it's hot coffee. And smoking weed. Like it's fucking wake and bake. Y'all already know the deal. Stay tuned to the Instagram for more. Make sure you follow our guests. And I'll see y'all next week. Same weed time. Same weed channel. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight and each and every week. Appreciate y'all. To be blunt, we out. Yes, sir. And once again, just wanted to say we're off the air now, but thank y'all again for hanging out with me each and every week. Y'all come in and kill it and make my guests feel welcome. And just every week, it's just a blast. I love hanging out with y'all each and every Thursday night. To be blunt, you already know the deal. We out. I'll see y'all next week. Much love.